Chuck Norris doesn't read books. He stares them down until he gets the information he wants. Time waits for no man. Unless that man is Chuck Norris. If you spell Chuck Norris in Scrabble, you win.
Come here. Come to me.
Forever.
Come right here.
Chuck Norris breathes air 5 times a day. In the beginning there was nothing.
Go in that room.
Then Chuck Norris roundhouse kicked nothing and told it to get a job. When God said, "Let there be light," Chuck Norris said, "Say please." Chuck Norris has a mug of nails instead of coffee in the morning. If Chuck Norris were to travel to an alternate dimension in which there was another Chuck Norris and they both fought, they would both win. The dinosaurs looked at Chuck Norris the wrong way once.
I know, but I'm giving my guess.
You know what happened to them. Chuck Norris tears cure cancer. Too bad he has never cried. Chuck Norris once roundhouse kicked someone so hard that his foot broke the speed of light.
Where is it?
I don't know,
If
I'm
you
throwing a
ask Chuck
smoke
Norris
for you.
what time
Go.
it is, he always says,
Come
2
up the
seconds
rope
till.
here.
After
Right
you
here.
ask, 2 seconds to what, he roundhouse kicks you in the face. Chuck Norris appeared in the
With a
Street Fighter
chopper.
2 video game, but was removed by beta testers
Yeah,
because
just to
every
get outta
button
here.
caused him to do a roundhouse kick.
Hey, Joe's
When asked about this glitch, Chuck Norris replied, "That's no glitch." Since 1940, the year Chuck Norris was born, roundhouse kick-related deaths have increased 13,000%.
Get in the chopper here, Joe.
Chuck Norris does not own a stove, oven, or microwave because revenge
No,
is
he's
a dish best served cold. Chuck Norris does not sleep. He waits. There is no chin behind Chuck Norris' beard. There is only another fist. The chief export of Chuck Norris is pain. Chuck Norris recently had the idea to sell his pee as a canned beverage. It's now called Red Bull. If paper beats rock, rock beats scissors, and scissors beats paper, what beats all three at the same time? Chuck Norris. On the 7th day, God rested. Chuck
Getting
Norris
in the
took
water.
over. Chuck Norris can dribble a bowling ball. Chuck Norris drinks napalm to fight his heartburn. Chuck Norris roundhouse kick is so powerful, it can be seen from outer space by the naked eye. If you want a list of Chuck Norris enemies, just check the extinct species list. Chuck Norris has never blinked in his entire life. Never. Chuck Norris once shot an enemy plane down with his finger by yelling, "Bang." Chuck Norris does not use spell check. If he happens to misspell a word, Oxford will change the spelling. Some kids pee their name in the snow.
Oh shit. So
Chuck Norris can pee his name into concrete.
You see that?
Chuck Norris calendar goes straight from March 31st to April
There's
2nd
people
because no
shooting.
one fools Chuck Norris.
People
me
shooting,
shooting.
dude.
Chuck Norris counted
Just lay
to
prone.
infinity.
No, you can lay prone.
Twice.
You just lay prone.
Chuck Norris can speak Braille. Chuck
Alright.
Norris can have both feet on the ground and kick but at the same time. Chuck Norris can do a wheelie on a unicycle.
No,
Chuck Norris stands faster than anyone can run.
I'm running out of
Once a
oxygen,
cobra
no.
bit Chuck Norris' leg. After 5 days of excruciating
Running
pain,
out of
the
oxygen.
cobra died. Chuck
Somebody's
Norris
coming in
once
the
won a
water.
game of Connect
I
4 in
just shot
3
him.
moves. Champions are the breakfast of Chuck Norris. When the
You can come in
boogeyman
after
goes to
us, I
sleep
shot
every
him.
night, he checks his closet for Chuck Norris.
Stupid.
Chuck Norris can
Can't
slam
shoot me in the
revolving
water, though,
doors.
you said, right?
No, you can shoot me.
Chuck Norris does not hunt because the
I got
word
2
hunting
guys with
implies
that
the
airstrike.
possibility
Killed
of
2
failure.
guys.
Chuck Norris goes killing.
See this one in my hand?
The dark is afraid of Chuck Norris.
Yeah. Oh,
Chuck
yeah, I don't
Norris
have that
can kill
anymore.
2 stones with 1 bird.
No, I lost that a long time
Chuck Norris
ago.
can play the violin with a piano.
Yeah, what's this bounty shit?
Chuck Norris makes onions cry.
Yeah, you can only shoot pistols.
Death once had a near Chuck Norris experience. When Chuck
I mean,
Norris
somebody had
writes,
a bounty
he makes
on one of
paper
us. They
bleed.
picked up a bounty thing and we were the closest
Chuck
to them.
Norris can
So
strangle
it puts a
you with
bounty
a
on your
cordless
head
phone.
for 2 minutes. They can see where you are on the
Chuck
mini
Norris
map.
never retreats. He just
Take an
attacks
eat,
in
take
the
an eat,
opposite
take an eat,
direction.
take an eat, take an eat.
Chuck Norris
Blasting
can
me
build
from
a
the
snowman
fucking
out of
fire
rain.
hall.
Chuck Norris once punched a man in the soul. Chuck Norris can drown a fish.
One on the other side of the
Chuck
head
Norris
here.
once had a heart attack. His heart lost. When Chuck Norris looks in a mirror, the mirror shatters. Because not even glass is dumb enough to get in between Chuck Norris and Chuck Norris. When Chuck Norris enters a room, he doesn't turn the lights
There's
on,
a
he
shit
turns
ton of
the
guys
dark
on the
off.
roof.
The only time Chuck Norris was ever wrong was when he thought he had
How do
made
I
a
use
mistake.
that mortar you gave me?
Chuck Norris can tie his shoes with his feet. The quickest way to
Okay,
a man's
hold on.
heart is with Chuck Norris's
Holy
fist.
fuck, look at this guy.
Chuck Norris is the only person that can punch a cyclops between the eye.
Okay, I'm still...
Chuck Norris used to beat up his shadow because it was
Me?
swallowing to close. It now stands 15 feet behind him. There has never been a hurricane named Chuck
thought you
because it
said-
would have destroyed everything. Outer
Okay.
space exists because it's afraid to be on the same planet with Chuck Norris.
Backpack.
When Chuck Norris does a push-up,
Oh,
he's
fuck
pushing
it,
the
I
Earth
don't
down.
see.
Chuck Norris is the reason why Waldo is hiding. Chuck Norris doesn't wear a watch. He decides what time it is. Chuck Norris does not get frostbite. Chuck Norris fights frost. In Pamplona, Spain, the people may be running from the bulls, but the bulls are running from Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris spices up his steaks with pepper spray. The Great Wall of China was originally created to keep Chuck Norris out. It didn't work. Chuck Norris can get in a
They're right
bucket
there,
and
Joe.
lift it up with himself in it.
Where?
I'm marking
Most people
behind
have
you.
23 pairs of
Just
chromosomes.
swim to me. I got your 6 covered.
Chuck Norris has
Okay, I'm on my
72,
way.
and they're all lethal. Chuck Norris is the only man to ever defeat a brick wall in a game of tennis.
Who am I
Chuck
next to?
Norris doesn't shower,
Oh,
he
yeah,
only
I see
takes
you
blood
guys.
baths. Chuck Norris can divide by 0. The show Survivor had the original premise of putting
And I'd
people
like
on
to
an
be on the
island with
fire
Chuck
hall
Norris.
roof right now. Guys, 2 guys right here.
There were no survivors.
I need your backup,
Chuck Norris
Crash.
destroyed the periodic table because Chuck Norris only
Dead.
recognizes the
Dead.
element of
It's
surprise.
out of the circle.
Chuck Norris once kicked a horse in the chin.
Another guy
Somebody
on my
spotted me
side.
from the back.
Its descendants are now known as
Got him.
giraffes.
Got him, Joe.
When Chuck Norris
You're okay.
was born, the only
Oh,
person
fuck
who
it, I
cried
can't
was the
breathe. I
doctor.
gotta get some air. I'm dying.
Never slap Chuck Norris. When Chuck Norris does division, there are no remainders.
Oh god, I just
It
got
takes
killed.
Chuck Norris 20 minutes to watch 60 minutes.
I'm getting shot at. I'm done.
Chuck Norris proved that we are alone in the universe. We weren't before his first space expedition.
Okay, we got a smoke.
Chuck Norris once went skydiving, but promised never to do it again. One Grand Canyon is
Going all the
enough.
way around.
Chuck Norris once ordered a steak in a restaurant. The steak did what it was
I'm in the
told.
circle.
Oh, what the fuck? The circle went
He
the
lives
other
in an
way. God
expanding
damn it.
universe.
Jesus
ridiculous.
All
Christ,
of it is
man.
trying
He
to get away
fucks
from
around
Chuck
with
Norris.
his mask.
Chuck Norris had to stop washing his clothes in the ocean.
This is ridiculous.
Too many tsunamis.
The fucking circle was on the other side, and
Norris
all of a
can
sudden it
sneeze
showed
with
up on
his
the other
eyes
side while I was parachuting.
Chuck Norris can
What
cook
the
minute rice in
horseshit.
30 seconds.
I'm probably done with this. This is the last
Chuck
Guy's
Norris
down, the
beat
guy's
sun
down.
in a staring contest. Superman
Gotta
owns
get
a pair
inside.
of Chuck Norris undies. Chuck Norris doesn't
fuck.
breathe.
Follow
He
me,
holds
Crash.
air hostage. Chuck Norris can clap with one hand.
Get your load out. No, we can't.
Chuck Norris doesn't need to shave. His beard is scared to
Guaranteed
grow.
they're on the roof.
Yep,
Before he
one on
forgot
the
a
roof
gift for
just
Chuck
killed me.
Norris, Santa Claus was real.
Stay in the hot fire hall, Crash, in
In
the
an average
garage.
living room, there are 1,000
We're
objects
gonna have to
Chuck
jump
Norris
down.
could use to kill you,
Oh,
including
they're not.
the room
Not yet.
itself. Chuck Norris invented airplanes because he was tired of being the only person that could fly.
That was a great
Chuck Norris's
revive,
belly
Crash.
button is actually a power
There's
outlet.
only 3 guys up. Well, it's
Freddy
us
Krueger
versus
has
a full
nightmares
team.
about Chuck Norris.
No, it's us versus 2
Chuck
and 1.
Norris is the only
There's
man
3
who can
teams
fight
alive.
himself and win.
There's a 2 and 1.
Chuck Norris's cowboy boots are made from real
I
cowboys.
don't have another flare, but I have
Chuck
an
Norris
ammo
can start a
box.
fire with an ice cube.
Come and grab it.
The flu gets a Chuck Norris shot
Come
every
grab
year.
it. I hit a bouncing Betty. I think we won.
No, where's the
Nope.
other guy?
Over, straight ahead, straight ahead. We won. We won! Yeah! Nice one, Crash. See that, Joe? 3 games and we won 1. The other 2 we finished seconds. Playing with pro players, man. Nice fucking game, boys. Nice game. Nice eyes on that last kill, Crash. Great game.
Oh, fuck.
You're slowly getting it, Joe. You'll get it in a day or 2. You'll be a whiz with at this game.